to have conversation for now.
I picked those drapes in my first term.
Cornyn has to be the leading vote getter, I think, to even have a chance.
Yep.
You could see higher prices at the pump as soon as today.
Uh-oh.
No stupid rules of engagement, no democracy building exercise.
Today is going to be my peaceful day.
And we got Kristi Noem at the Senate testifying. And Katie's here with her whole new picture. You got
my new appy.
Avatar. That's sweet. I like that.
I sent it to one of my friends, and she goes, "How did they nail you so perfect?" Because that's literally it.
So but that's based on a real photograph. You just used AI to play with it?
I took a couple of pictures and threw it in and just said, "Hey, try and make a avatar picture of it," and it did.
So you gonna let me run it through the Bad Bunny filter?
Go for it. You try it
today, but I'll prepare that for tomorrow.
You try it. We'll go for it. See what happens.
So what's happening there in Minnesota? Y'all still are in the news. You got Kristi Noem here
I know,
taking heat from senators over Minnesota for quite a while.
We know Katie Britt is just stroking her ego at the moment. So.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I skip over those parts. But because we're unbalanced and fair here. That's
Did you turn on comments?
I
forgot to double check with you if you did.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, here it is. Yeah. Comments are open. We had let's see, Jamie already put one somewhere. I know. I wanted to see if I can pull up the now here's the comment section that I see Jamie put something on it, but that's the one over on Trail Mix that people who don't have YouTube accounts can get on there and do comments, which would be fun. And but then the other thing is we got Hillary in the hunt.
I have another photos that are being released of the secretary as she is testifying from inside this room. Can you please
and you can
advise me as
see
to
in
whether
her
or not
brain
that's permissible and consistent with the rules, particularly given that
I just love this clip. It's not
hearing.
long.
If there are photos that are being released of the secretary as she is testifying, can you please explain how
I'm done with this. If you guys are doing that, I am.
See, right here, she is just now finding out that, contrary to the rules, that I think it was Nancy Mace, one of them anyway, one of the members of the committee had publicly sent out a photo.
It was Boebert.
Was it Boebert? Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah. And this is the moment she finds out, and we get to see the real Hillary here. I just love it, and I love the real Hillary. It always irritated me the way she concealed the real kick-ass Hillary from the public. Anyway, here's Winterland from Germany. I have made it on time today. You sure have. We're glad. we got a couple of women in the news. Got Kristi Noem testifying earlier, and she's still testifying. We'll go back to that. But right now, we're watching Hillary at her find out that the Republicans had violated the rules, and then she threatens or does actually walk out. We'll see here. This is her walkout coming up.
I'm done. You can hold me in contempt from now until the cows come home. This is just typical behavior.
You will go off.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
So I would like to understand how that's permissible.
Before the hearing was.
It doesn't matter. We all are abiding by the same rules.
I will take that down.
Yeah,
So
well.
I would like to take a break at this moment.
Yeah,
I'd like to have
I'm
a
done
conversation
for now.
Go off the record.
No, I just want to point out the thing I love about Hillary is she's always thinking, and even though she was emotional there, she was in control, and she knew that if she just said, "I'm done," and walked out, then she'd be in violation of her subpoena. So she adds at the end there that little "for now." She's still the thinking lawyer. Listen how she says it. Just throws it right in.
I would like to take a break at this moment.
Yeah,
I'd like to have
I'm
a
done
conversation
for now.
For now. That's the Hillary I love. She's always thinking. Always. She's always got the big picture in her head. That's why she would have been a great president.
Yeah, she would have been.
What's
by the way,
the Germany winner? Tell us what's happening in Germany.
The Dow is crashing.
Oh yeah, I did see the Dow was at 1,000, over 1,000 or something. Down.
Yeah. So, this says the Dow is crashing. Somebody let Pam Bondi know so we can talk about the Epstein files.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
God, can we get Hillary one more time and then I'll stop? I just love this.
You just want it. I have another photos that are being released of the secretary as she's testifying from inside this room. Can you please advise me as to whether or not that's permissible and consistent with the rules, particularly given that we have asked for a public hearing? There are photos that are being released of the secretary as she is testifying. Can you please explain how that
I'm done with this. If you guys are doing that, I am done. You can hold me in contempt from now until the cows come home. This is just typical behavior.
We will go off the record.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
So I would like to understand how that's permissible.
Before the hearing was.
It doesn't matter. We all are abiding by the same rules.
I will take that down.
Yeah,
So
well.
I would like to take a break at this moment.
Yeah,
I'd like to have
I'm
a
done
conversation.
for now.
Go off the record. Go off the record.
Okay, I've had enough of Hillary. That's enough. All right, Kush, what? For what? What is she going to jail for? She was saying, who else? Yeah, right. Kush, you're an idiot. Where are you getting that crap? But
he's one of those that believes the whole thing about the Clintons having people killed.
Yeah.
Hate to tell you.
I bet you believe it. Do you believe in Pizzagate also, Kush? I mean, you're welcome to come here and say that stuff, but you're going to get talked back. We talk back, so
we do.
You're fine. It's okay to say whatever you got to say. All right, what do we got here from Winter? Will Mertz. Oh, Mertz is here. He is. Oh, I missed that. I like him. What do you think of him, Winter? I think from what I've seen, he's a pretty sharp dude. You know, he proposed something there in Germany. I wonder if you know about that. I thought was interesting about. They talk about regulations there preventing growth and development. And I wondered about a Democrat proposing this would be interesting. Is that he's got some kind of proposal for regulations on development in Germany where they set a time limit so that if you're trying to get approval process for building stuff, which apparently is a big problem in Germany, that if the agency involved doesn't make a decision within a period of time, I don't know, 6 months or a year, then it's automatically approved. I think that's an interesting idea. I just wonder if you'd heard about that, Winter. That's in your country. I think that's something a Democrat should campaign on. I think that's kind of
they should.
And what do we got here from Paul? Operation Bapho Fury. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Do you know what that means, Katie?
Fury? He's from yesterday. It's fuck around and find out. Fury. It's MAGA crap. He's one of the MAGA people that was crazy. Pizzagate was made up by QAnon, and then it turned out that it was not even a Epstein.
They said they were killing kids or whatever in the basement. Do you realize there was not even a basement there? I know. I've been to that pizza place myself. It's in Northern Virginia. It has no basement at all. All right. We're back to Operation Bapho Fury. Okay, guys. I mean, can we? All right, you got your bumper stickers on here. Talk to us. We'll have a conversation if you like, but if you're just going to put up bumper stickers and make up stuff,
that's all it is.
You can stay there, but I don't. I'd rather have a conversation. Yeah, it's a fine pizza place. Kush, I mean, I went before all this happened. I had no reason to go back. I think I only went once. Anyway, Blue's here.
Blue, yay.
If I can get to her button, here we go. Add to stay. There she is. Yeah. Hello, Blue. Hello, Blue.
Hello. I like your avatar.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Is that your Bad Bunny?
No, that
Oh.
was a compilation of a couple of pictures of myself. I think I did 6 pictures. And I just said to AI, hey, can you please make an avatar from this? And that's what it did.
Oh, okay.
I think it's pretty darn good.
How about that?
Now, how about now? Blue's going to yell at you for using up our water resources. And
But anyway,
Blue's on the. I don't know. Do I call you anti-AI or what?
I think that I think that it could be useful, but it will be more destructive than it is useful. The way they're scaling it up for surveillance and monetization of everything. So, they surveil you to find out how they can monetize you and how they can manipulate you and use you, and that's all it's for. So,
Jamie's here.
Hey there.
Hi, Jamie.
Oh, you've got your Bad Bunny avatar up. That's great. I love it.
How was the birthday? How was the birthday dinner?
Yes.
It was wonderful, except they hadn't had their shellfish delivery, so I didn't get my
Cipino?
My Cipino, no. So I ended up just having just fish.
Oh.
Well, you're going to have to go back again.
Well, yes, of course I have to go back again. No, it's a great restaurant. I was just disappointed I didn't get what I wanted.
Yeah.
But other than that,
Josette Sanchez. Now, where are you coming from here, Josette? You mad about Pizzagate and they deny Epstein, or they are okay with what they're doing? If you're a disgrace with Pizzagate, get on board and refuse Trump. Okay.
I gave funny Bad Bunnies. Oh, too bad.
Yeah.
So
what? Well, that's a lot of emojis, and not only in all caps, but the same sentence twice in all caps. And what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 emojis. One of them repeated 3 times. Another one repeated 3 times. Okay. So noted, Paul. As the judges say to lawyers when they object. So noted.
So I'm concerned. So that article that I read this morning that I posted on there said that there had been so far 110 reports from like 40 different troops or 30 different troops, sections of troops. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. That they had been told by their commanding that they were to tell the commanding officers were to tell their troops that this was that Trump was sent by God because this was going to be a bloody war to fulfill the prophecy and bring about the end times. Yes. I posted that this morning. Yeah, there's like a whole thing. So basically, Hegseth and his lackeys are trying to sell this as a religious war, which is exactly what we don't need. I mean, it's bad enough as it is. It's bad enough as it is.
Yeah, up on your blog today.
I think it was
Craig,
probably the first thing I posted.
I put the whole thing about this whole attitude of the end times and everything is a doctrine that was only invented in the 1830s, but the evangelicals have swallowed it whole.
Well, here's the thing, Jamie. My Methodist relatives in California started bringing up the rapture when that happened, like a couple of months ago, when like everybody was freaking out about that. And I had to remind them. I said, "You're Methodists. We don't. That's not part of the doctrine. We don't believe in the rapture."
No,
that's a new invention.
And they are Methodists.
They're Methodists. But
I know there is a contingent. There is an evangelical contingent of Methodists. I'm Methodist too, and I know there's a big split. Not big split, but there's a tiny group of evangelical Methodists.
But they just like buy hook, line, and sinker any evangelical thing that comes along. It's like I don't know what they're doing. It's like it's not even part of the doctrine. Go look at the Go look at the main website.
Anyway,
Anyway,
the whole idea of the end times has existed from the beginning, expecting the return of Christ. They thought it was going to be like in 40 days at the time of the initial crucifixion. But this whole idea of a rapture and a raising up and whatever has only been around since the mid 1800s. But boy,
it was pretty early this morning when I posted it. It was on Crooks and Liars. It was an article from Crooks and Liars. And
here's Jamie's piece here on Trail Mix. While the idea of end times has been part of Christianity, the modern interpretation rise. In the 1830s, John Nelson Darby introduced dispensationalism, which introduced the idea of a secret rapture that removes believers before a 7-year tribulation. Boy, it's so detailed. Is this all coming out of what's that at the end of the Bible? What do they call those chapters of the
Revelation?
Revelation. I don't know what mushrooms that guy was chewing on, but boy, did he come up with some doozies.
Well, but he was
the Revelations itself. I mean, when I was a kid in Bible school, I mean, I could follow everything pretty well, all the stories and everything. And then when they had us get to that, I didn't know what was going on. I mean,
because he was talking to the churches, though. He was talking about those times. He wasn't talking about at the end of the world when, like, the sun goes supernova and emulates everything.
But that's the whole source of the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse and all of that.
I'll be honest. I grew up ELCA Lutheran, which is Christianity uber light. And we really didn't talk about Revelations at all. It was all sunshine and rainbows all the time.
And so and my Methodist church was all like, it doesn't matter what we say in this sanctuary today. How do you go out and live in the world? What are you doing for your neighbors? How are you carrying yourself? It's like, it was like you are the hands and feet of Christ.
Right.
End of story. End of story.
And that's how it was with our church, like that, about service and taking care of people and being a good human being.
Back then when the book they handed out to kids was What Would Jesus Do? It was the kindness towards others.
He wouldn't be deporting people.
And Christy wouldn't be saying that.
The thing is, the teachings of his teaching his stuff is good rules. I mean, Mark here's talking about 10 Commandments. That's good. I mean, and a lot of Buddhists have some good ideas, and
everybody has some good ideas.
They all have good ideas, So it's like don't like force yours on other people and be so damn arrogant about it.
And the whole idea is you stand on one foot. What you would have others do unto others, what you would have them do unto you. And that is the beginning and end of the teachings. And it's present in all religions.
Now here's Blumenthal's laying into Christy. Let's get a second of that.
Them off.
Sir, do you know who Angel Samanago is? Do you recognize that name?
This
is an individual
talking about
that was murdered
egregious
in your state
here,
by an illegal alien,
of rights and trust.
Duct taped.
Now here I've got
it looks
our
like it
little,
was an assassination.
I would have.
I haven't heard you say one victim's name.
Answers today
from illegal immigrants that are here perpetuating violence.
We can watch her and make comments. The thing about Christy is when she's lying, she's good at it. I mean, she's very confident. She gives no ground.
Them from being created in the
never
future.
can get her
should
to
never be in this country to be.
And you just look in the eye and say how many women have been raped and murdered by white men.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like I don't understand why. She always turns it around on them. She always darvos them. Well, why don't they just darvo her right back? With what? Well, white men commit 99% of them.
They do.
So I don't understand. I mean, I feel like they all need a lesson in Darvo.
Oh, here's the conversation with Durbin. He said, how does taking a father from a child dying of cancer qualify as a violent crime? Noam said, I don't know what you're speaking of. And Durbin said, Ruben Torres 2 weeks ago buried his daughter Ophelia. When he was arrested at Home Depot, he said to your agents, please let me go home. My daughter is dying. They said no. They arrested him and deported him. I was at her memorial service. Was he a violent criminal? And she said, sir, we enforce the law. And he said, what law? Very true.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
The other thing, Dick Durbin was talking to her earlier, and he said he was bringing up all the court cases that they've just ignored the court's demands on them, and she said, "Well, we follow the court where it's applicable."
When it was when we
where
agreed.
it's applicable.
Is that how she put it? Really?
Yes, we're applicable.
In other words, when we agree with the court, we follow the court's orders.
Yeah.
Yeah, ask her how she feels about adultery.
Yeah. She is kind of joining the Mile High Club every week.
Yeah, I mean, Corey Lewandowski is
but on a Coast Guard plane. That's the wrinkle with them. I think it's the first incident of a Mile High Club on a Coast Guard plane.
Just ew.
Yeah. And Corey Lewandowski is such a vile.
He is. He's nasty.
He's so vile.
Oh,
so they deserve each other, I guess.
I just don't know why their significant others are putting up with it when it's blatant. It's out there. It's everywhere.
Yeah.
I don't know. They'll get more money. They're still grifting, so they'll get more money in the divorce settlement.
And for the same reason, the guy won't get thrown out of the house, even though his wife is divorcing him for biblical matters.
Yeah.
Biblical matters. He need his vote, so he can't go.
Oh, God.
And we got Texas. We got Texas going on.
Oh, yeah.
Here's Texas. This is CBS Live here. See, they got casting their ballots today. One of the highest profile contests in Texas this year. Cornyn and Paxton. And then Crockett and Tallarico are voting today out in Texas.
There are a lot of people that think Tallarico is not tough enough to beat Paxton.
Well, yeah, yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say, he responded that he got a question about that. The guy said, you know, all this talking about love that you do, he says, is that really tough enough for what we got to deal with? And he says, and his response was, the power of love is what we need to get between the bullies and the bullied. And he goes on to defend the power of love. So he's aware of that.
Which is good and everything, but sometimes you have to fight fire with fire.
Well, but the thing is, I think is that from that statement, I would gather that love isn't passive. It's actively putting yourself between the bullies and the bullied. So it's not passive and weak. Like people think love is feminine and passive and weak and and it's not. It's it can be.
What did the delivery guy bring you?
Winter. The Democrats should campaign on a policy of rather right-wing conservative in general. That checks out. Sorry, I had to see the delivery, man. Oh, are you talking about what I was referring to earlier? I figure it's probably a conservative proposal, but your chancellor or president or whatever Mertz is, he actually proposed that, if that's what you're talking about. I was talking earlier about he has this idea for Germany because they have a problem with permits, people getting permits to build things and build buildings and stuff, and it's really bad, the bureaucracy in Germany. And his proposal is that if the agency involved doesn't approve your permit within a certain period of time, then it's automatically approved. I think that's an interesting idea. It's sort of, but is that what you're talking about, Winter? I guess you're saying that was a right-wing proposal. That sort of doesn't surprise me, but it's the kind of idea that might make Democrats seem more sensible to small business people. That is such a big part of the vote here that Democrats sometimes don't don't cater to enough. Mertz is CDU. That's one. Oh, put him up here. Mertz is CDU. That's one party left of the AFD.
Oh, wow.
Conservative. I've supported Hayback from the Green Party. You're a Green Party man. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, we're all pretty green here too.
Yeah.
Wow, Klobuchar was shaking when she was talking to Noam.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I can imagine.
I watched her. She before we got started, I was watching her, and she really leaned into Noam about the calling that guy a terrorist and demanding that she apologize. And God, I mean, that's the thing. Christie's just so cool, calm, and collected in the response. She's much better at this than at deflecting than Pam Bondi is. Much better.
Alex Preddy's birthday was yesterday or the day before.
Yeah.
He would have been, what, 38, 37?
I think 38.
38?
Or no, wait. Yeah.
He would have
that was both Renee Good and Alex Preddy were the same age.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Weird coincidences. It's
Yeah.
like, but
Ready
no,
for
things
gas
are still happening.
But that whole idea of government regulations, remember that Bill Maher went on for over a year about just trying to build an ADU in his backyard because of California's regulatory laws, just to get the permits to do it. So yes, they have the same.
That would be a good thing for Newsom to grab onto, and I don't care if it's a gimmicky idea that won't work. That's okay. I mean, Democrats need to get a few of those, and
we do.
Newsom could do that. He could propose that in California and say, all right, from now on, if you don't get your permit in 6 months, it's automatically approved, whatever it is, for small business. That would be great. And even if it's a dumb idea, it's a good campaign issue.
It is. It is. My mom actually talked to me today because Surprise, Arizona is now getting an ICE detention center.
Oh, boy.
And people are really upset about it.
Huh.
And see, my mom's down in Mesa right now, so she's seeing all that on the news. And people were protesting out there. So she said if she has time in the next week or so, she'll go over there and see what she can videotape for us.
Oh,
I mean, I'm going to be down there in April, so.
Now, Winter's say, I'm sorry. Winter's a woman.
Oh.
Is that my own personal gender bias? And why did I think you were a man? I don't know why I thought that. Good Lord.
Yay.
You were just tired of being surrounded by your harem here.
Yeah.
Winter. Okay. So there is a party even left of the Greens in the Bundestag. I like that word, Bundestag. Bundestag.
Yeah, when he was in his early days in the army, my son was stationed in Germany, and he just loved it. It's one place he would dearly love to go back to. He was at Newell.
Yeah, I spent when the Berlin Wall went down, and when was that, 90 or 89, something like that? The Sentinel sent me over there. I was working for the Orlando Sentinel. Anyway, it was such a big story, and we had a lot of World War II veterans in Central Florida, readers. And anyway, they sent me over there to cover the fall of the wall, and I spent like a month in Berlin, and then traveled to some of the Eastern European countries, and God, I had a great time. I mean, that was such an exciting time when that all happened. And
my mom went about a month before the wall came down. And so she saw like all of that kind of the movement happening and everything. And she said it was really cool. And she brought me home lederhosen and a freaking frack watch.
Well, I got there the day after the Berlin Wall was officially down and they were pouring through it. And I got there the day after. I remember in the cab going to the hotel, we passed a Walgreens, and there was this long line outside the Walgreens. And I told the cab, I said, stop right here. I'll get my bags. I'll go to the hotel later. I got to see what's happening at Walgreens. And so I went over there, and these people were all lined up. They were from East Germany, East Berlin, and they were lined up to go in. And you know what they were buying mostly were like toiletries, like shampoo.
Oh, yeah, sure.
And soap and stuff like that was so
Isn't
awful.
that just sad?
Where they came from. And they literally had a bouncer. So that,
bouncer outside the Walgreens.
If somebody left, then somebody could go in. This first time, probably the only time I've ever seen a bouncer at Walgreens.
Yeah, Winterland, he took up fencing while he was there, and he always apologized that he didn't come back with a Heidelberg scar.
Love to hear that your son loved it, Winter. Now, Winter, did you have family? Any family? I met so many Germans in West Berlin that had family that were still stuck in East Berlin. It was some amazing stories I heard. Did you have any family that were in East Germany and after the wall that came back over? God, that was a heck of a story. That was a heck of a time. But I kept thinking the whole time then I went into East Germany and I covered a lot of the first elections, the first free elections in Eastern Europe countries, and they were so excited about capitalism and everything. And I kept thinking, at some point y'all going to realize that the downside of capitalism is no free medical care, no free dental care, no free tuition, all the things that you're used to now. And that kind of happened over time as they realized that there were some downsides to capitalism.
Well, Germany still does have better health care than we do, though.
Yeah, even that in a capitalist society, right? Yeah. Now, oil prices. You ready for oil prices? Here we go. I got
traffic has come to a virtual.
I found this guy talking about. I mean, they say that by this weekend, we're going to get. We're going to see maybe 20-cent raise in the price of gas. And this guy gets into the details here. Let's see. Is that him? Oh no, that's the other thing I had on. Oh, here he is.
Standstill because of the war between Iran. The price of oil just jumped. Here's why. It's all because of this place here, the Strait of Hormuz. It connects some of the biggest oil producers in the Middle East with the rest of the world, and it is critical. About 20% of the world's entire oil supply has to go through this narrow passageway. But right now, traffic has come to a virtual standstill because of the war between Iran and the US.
Because that's the thing I didn't realize so Iran doesn't have to block the Strait of Hormuz now. It already is stopped right now because of what's going on. So we're already going to see the impact on gas prices.
Yeah, I actually think it's interesting that the price goes up before their current tanks are even empty.
Well, that's last night. There are 4 gas stations in town. 3 of them are still at $2.59, but one of them went up to $2.99 already. Last night.
Yep. And they haven't even had to buy it at the new prices. But oh boy, yes, let's grab a few pennies while we can.
Yeah.
And I've read 2 different scenarios. One that they had to take Venezuela's oil out of the supply line before they could destabilize the Middle East. Because that would hurt China. And I've heard that the Saudis wanted it, but now the Saudis are mad because we're not protecting them from Iranian missile strikes. I mean, it's kind of a mess.
Oh, winter. No, we haven't had family in East Germany. We have those. You didn't have family in East Germany. My grandparents came coming straight to the West. Oh, so your family was always in the West. 5 kilometers from the wall. God, I remember watching the Berlin Symphony. I guess that's what they call it anyway. They did an impromptu performance of Beethoven's Fifth. Like a couple days after the wall fell, that was really something. You name exactly what capitalism generally has, and not even merch dares to question it. Healthcare, dental, most of all. Yeah. You guys have a good social welfare state there, but your taxes are pretty high, I guess. What are your taxes over there, Winter? What kind of taxes you all pay? What is our average tax? About a third? About 30? What do we pay? About 30% of our income on average?
Yeah, but our taxes go for jet fighters and bombs instead of education.
Yeah.
Yeah, it isn't what they take, it's what they do with it that counts.
Yeah, that's true. Now, the other weird thing I wanted to ask y'all about, I'm trying to understand what this was about. It barely got covered. What was Melania doing, presiding over the UN?
So decided.
Oh,
what's this about?
The Security Council will now begin its consideration of item 2 of the agenda.
The Security
Council
presiding over
Rosemary
the Security Council. Yeah. What is going on there?
I don't know, because not even UNICEF or something, but like the full UN Security Council.
Yeah, this is the actual Security Council, and Melania sitting there running things.
It's bizarre. Like the Trumps are trying to take over the world.
I guess. Maybe is this her way of saying she doesn't support the Board of Peace? Because they keep saying Trump's Board of Peace is intended to replace the UN. Maybe this is her little passive-aggressive response to that, huh?
I don't know.
No, he sent her in.
39 of the Council's Provisional Rules of Procedure. I invite Ms. Rosemary DiCarlo, Undersecretary General of Political.
But you know what is Jared Kushner doing, trying to negotiate nuclear treaties? Nothing. Yeah. You know, the whole thing is just so phony baloney.
And Winterland is talking about their healthcare. I put up a description of the German healthcare system on Trail Mix for you.
Oh, okay.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Yeah, we need. We've been at this before, but I keep trying to decide: is this the time? This campaign coming up, maybe not the midterms, but what about the presidential? I mean, do Democrats finally pull the trigger and campaign for universal health care?
We have to, because honestly, as I can tell you all, it's fine. So I lost my job back in 2020 when my company was downsizing due to COVID. And I'm glad I did, because my son was then diagnosed on the spectrum about a month after it happened. And
that was a rough time.
Yeah. Well, at the time, though, that's when we were getting all the unemployment bonuses and stuff. So at the time, it was great because we were getting those unemployment bonuses and we could, pay for stuff. But when all that stopped, and it stopped suddenly, it didn't just stop gradually, it was just gone. We had to go through the county and the state to get stuff to help our family.
Yeah.
And because of how high insurance is, my husband and son are on a policy through his work, but he pays literally $380 per paycheck for just just him and my son.
Is that a month? A monthly paycheck? Okay, good.
Well, every 2 weeks. So he's paying, over $700 a month for insurance for him and my son. And then if they added me, it would be $1,200 a month. So I do not have health insurance right now.
Now, I thought you said you had recently gotten some when you got this.
No, I got denied because I don't have health insurance already.
Oh, have you gone through the ACA process? Or?
Yep. So I'm just waiting to hear back from the state to see if they'll make an exception.
Yeah.
So that's all I can do.
Yeah, it says her taxes are between 14 and 42, while here in the U.S. without health care, it is between 12 and 32. So,
so Blue's right. We're instead of healthcare, we're paying for all those bombs.
Yep.
Right.
That's what.
And for
Blue
Christine
said
Ohm to fly on a plane everywhere. Also, Kash Patel.
yeah. And to build detention centers, 38 million for that. So you already know how do we do it. I used to work.
Right.
Oh yeah.
But yeah,
Well,
getting
we
health
appreciate
insurance is a
your-
nightmare in the United States.
We appreciate your input, Winter. You need to get over on trailmix.cc and talk to us there too all the time. I mean, you could save some time for your regular life if you want, but we
We're your regular life.
but you could spend the rest of it talking to Trail Mix.
And we love having different perspectives.
Yeah. Oh, Blue's back.
There
Well, when I hear it crackle, I pop out and I start watching, and then then I come back and then it stops crackling. So I just try not to.
But you iPhone.
I don't know.
I don't know what to do with you.
I don't either.
One nerd thing though. Have you tried that app that StreamYard built for apps?
No,
for
I need to
iPhone
do.
users?
I need to do that and see if that helps. I need to do that.
Do you know where
Thank
that
you.
is? 'Cause I put it on that page under the menu. The button that says live chat on that page toward the bottom. I've got the link to download that. And
I need to do that. Thank you for the reminder. I need to try that.
I've been curious for somebody to try it, see if it works.
Oh, I will try that. I will try that today.
Pogo to try it too, because he's another one. Anyway, Winter 700 is about the highest possible fee in Germany. Oh, 700. Talk about for insurance. That is for every family member that has their own income, no copay or stuff. Oh.
But here's the other thing is, Mom Donnie is making so much headway with everything he's doing in New York.
Mm-hmm.
He's like the little test case.
I haven't been paying attention.
Oh, he's handled the child care for the kids that fall in between the pre-K or the early childhood or whatever.
Yeah,
there's certain ages. He had the whole snow scooping things where he paid people $30 an hour to go out and scoop snow, which ended up costing less than if they had hired somebody to come out and scoop all the snow in the walks, and they did it faster. And all that money goes back into the economy.
Those are the kind of things that you may not have massive impact, but that's the kind of thing people can relate to. And
yes.
Okay, my government is making sense. It's doing sensible things, even if they're not sensible. If they think it's sensible.
Right.
And he also marched with the nurses union. The nurses union, they finally got their contract to go through. So he was celebrating with them. He has, and then, he took the mock-up of the housing thing with Trump's name on it to Trump's office to make him try. But he's doing it the smart way, and it's a test case. It's showing everybody that left is not a bad thing. It's the populist thing. It's where the tax dollars are going to, just like Jamie said.
Socialism is not scary.
Yeah,
it's called competence. If Democrats can demonstrate they believe in competent governing,
yes,
that is how it works. I mean,
instead of willy-nilly governing.
And
all of the Democrats trying to go after Mamdani too, because that bothers me. Jeffries and the rest of them.
Well, they were just scared of that right-wing narrative that he's a communist, and then it scares them. Democrats are so easily spooked on that.
Well,
they are.
I think the AIPAC money people are gonna have a tough time if there are midterms.
Yeah. Now, I wanted to get into the MAGA civil war over both Texas and Iran, but first, here's Megyn. Megyn, do y'all pay much?
No,
no, God.
Oh, she can.
I track her. I track her because she gets off the Trump reservation now and then, and she is really off it on this on this
Well,
Iran
maybe
stuff.
she should
Behind
stay
the
off of it and
scenes,
maybe go
at
off
least
air.
JD has worked to stop this, but he's lost. I mean, that's
gotta say
what's
it.
obvious now is any detractor. The same way Tucker went in and tried to talk Trump out of this, and he lost and admitted
She's talking about how she and Tucker and some others tried to talk Trump out of this Iran war, and she's saying that JD was always against it, and then she and Megyn,
Mark Levin's of the world have won.
Yep.
I mean,
and see, Mark Levin, y'all probably don't keep track of Mark Levin much, do you? But Mark Levin is very pro. There is a deep divide among MAGA over this. But just a couple more minutes of these two talking. It's interesting.
Mark Levin and Lindsey Graham, forgive me, spent the entire weekend with a massive hard-on. There's just no
that's
you can
right.
see it
Oh
in the
my God.
commentary.
Was not expecting
Mark
that to come
Levin.
out of her mouth.
She said Mark Levin and Lindsey Graham spent the weekend with a massive hard-on.
They were thrilled. They were gleeful. I mean, they were just
the men are
overly
really
excited
into
at the
it.
fact that we were now risking American
I read
troops'
somewhere
lives.
JD Vance was pushing this. I have to
Yeah,
find that.
he
I
is-
read that
he
JD
is
Vance
now.
was actually pushing. Yeah.
Yeah, he is
I think-
now. But I mean, I got video.
At
of
first,
him
he was mad.
before, before all. I mean, he was very much.
He was against it before he was for it.
Before
Yeah.
he was for it.
I'm sure
Okay.
somebody had a talking to him with him and said, "You better get on board, otherwise you're not going to get the nomination."
Yeah.
And of course, Hegseth is dick waving like mad.
Oh my God.
Well, and
Yeah.
Trump is literally going around saying, I really like JD, but Rubio, and he's doing this in front of JD and Rubio, talking about which one he's going to give support to. There's actually documented proof that this has happened
Yeah.
in several situations. So I wouldn't doubt they dangled that over his head.
Well, he's been doing it to Don Jr. and Eric their whole lives, probably.
Yep.
This Sky News reporter here got into the Hegseth
Headlines from here in Washington that I think
Hegseth
are really
can
important.
burn.
First, a stunning statement from the Defense
This was
Secretary
stunning.
Pete Hegseth.
America, regardless of what so-called international
I'm so
institutions
embarrassed
say,
he's a
is unleashing the
Minnesotan.
most lethal and precise air power campaign in history, all on our terms, with maximum authorities. No stupid rules of engagement, no nation-building quagmire.
Get that? No stupid rules of engagement. I mean,
He
that
also
is
said that-
core military philosophy.
He said
have
that
to have
Trump
rules of
alone
engagement.
decides
He is
when it
saying-
ends.
He is throwing out rules of engagement here. I mean, that is an incredible thing for the Secretary of War. Now I see why he calls it war. Wow. That's
Yeah. But the rest of that thing goes on. He goes on to say that Trump alone decides when this ends.
Yeah, and the other thing that's causing heartache in the spin machine, trying to spin this war to Trump's advantage, is 4 times in that presentation he referred to this as a war, and they're trying to say this isn't a war. We see it in commenters here. Oh, this isn't a war. This isn't a war, and he blew that right out of the water.
Well,
Thursday
Thursday that Congress is finally going to vote on a war powers act.
Yeah, I
Thursday.
know, and I was surprised. Is Johnson actually going to let it be put on the floor for a vote? I had assumed that he would not allow that. But
I don't know, but
you're right. I did see that they say there's going to be a vote, but I'm still wondering
Yeah, they have to. It's required that they put it to a vote. Yeah.
The
how is it
Republicans are going to
required?
rubber stamp it,
But
how is it required? I didn't know that.
it's whether or not to have a vote on the declaration of war, that vote must take place.
Oh, really?
In order,
well, then that answers my question.
They need a vote to bring it to the floor.
He's allowing a vote because he has no choice. Okay, that makes more sense to me now. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, and I didn't realize it was just a
Oh,
vote
yeah.
on whether they can vote, whether they have to vote.
Right.
Oh, I see. Well, the thing is, it would be. I wish it would pass, and then they'd have to force Trump to veto it, which would be fun.
Right.
Now, speaking of civil wars, now we got the one going on right now in Texas, between the incumbent Cornyn and Paxton, the attorney general, whether there's a runoff. You still think there might be a runoff? Blue, you were thinking that yesterday. Or does she still here? She's gone again. All right. Anyway, the thing that went through my mind about that yesterday is if they have a runoff, and if it's Cornyn versus Paxton, will Trump finally weigh in? Because if the Senate and if Tallarico gets the nomination, because Republicans think he can beat them if they're divided. If Tallarico gets the nomination and the Republicans go to a runoff, will Trump endorse? And who will he endorse?
But isn't Crockett still ahead in the polls? Or
those polls are a mess. I tried to make sense out of them. They're all over the place. I don't think they tell us much at all. But yeah, she I would say on balance she was, yeah. And it kind of depends on the turnout in Austin, which is his base. That's where he comes from. That's a big vote there. And then she's got to get the Houston turnout. A big question in Texas in this race between Tallarico and Crockett is Hispanic vote. I don't really get a sense of where they're if they're landing on one or the other or splitting. How that vote is going. And then Dallas is the swing vote, I guess, is the biggest vote in Texas. The biggest is the county in Houston. And it's kind of a swing. Oh, here comes Blue. Maybe she can answer.
Yeah, it was crackling again, so I went away. And then I just watched you guys. Crockett actually has a problem with Hispanic voters. She has said some stuff, and I'll have to go find exactly, but she has a problem with Hispanic voters.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Well, I was thinking, I was saying, and you live there, I think of Houston in this race as kind of a swing vote, and I think of Austin as more Tallarico, mainly because he's from there. But where does Dallas vote, Shay? Those are the three biggest votes, I think.
Well, okay, so Dallas is purple, I would say. There are some very areas that are definitely. What is going on here? Is Trump on TV?
Oh, is
live?
He?
President Trump hosts German Chancellor.
Oh, Winter, we got it.
What? Right. Wait,
well,
what?
You keep talking, and I'll go.
Okay, President Trump hosts German Chancellor live on TV right now. So go find him.
We'll finish your Texas thought. I get.
Oh, anyway, yeah. Anyway, I think that Dallas is a toss-up. It's purple. But I think Tallarico will take Dallas.
Do you?
Yeah.
But have you got a prediction ready for us on two things, Tallarico or Crockett, or whether there'll be a runoff?
I think it'll be Tallarico. I think it'll be close, but I think it'll be enough for there to be no runoff. I think it'll be. I was surprised when Cornyn won the last time. Ken Paxton, people don't like him, but the rural areas are so MAGA. I think that Trump does like Paxton more. I think it'll go Paxton, but I think there might be a runoff because I think Hunt's going to just pull just enough that nobody's going to get 50%.
And then I was thinking, if there's a runoff, will Trump then finally endorse if he can make the difference in saving the seat? Because Republicans think Tallarico can beat him.
Yeah,
because so they're going to get real worried if Tallarico wins and they have a runoff. They're going to push Trump to pick a horse, and I think he'll pick whoever ends up on top.
I think he'll pick whoever ends up. I think he will pick whoever So. Crockett is going to have trouble with if it's Cornyn, but she's got a better chance if it's Paxton because he's so divisive.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
So with Tallarico, I think it matters who he picks. I think Tallarico can win.
Okay, winner. We'll turn on our dumbass and watch him with your
Craig, I love it when you say that. It's great.
with your leader.
Does he have to be our dumbass?
So they're gonna be in for a lot of hurt. These are bad people. These are people they killed. I guess it's 35,000. It's coming out 35,000 over the last 3 weeks. Protesters. 35,000.
Lie through your teeth. Lie.
Bad people. And the leader of the pack is gone. And as you know, 49 people were taken out in the first hit. And I guess there was another hit today.
I agree,
Mud
Butter.
And it looks like that was
Mud Butters of Maryland is here.
Substantial also. So they're getting hit very hard, and we'll see what happens. A lot of people are coming forward. A lot of the people we suspect want to quit. They want to have immunity. They're asking for immunity, and probably at some point they'll be dropping, as you would say, laying down their guns to see what happens.
This is another thing I heard.
In the meantime, we're just continuing to go forward. Our military is
he keeps saying, asking Iranians to surrender or ask for immunity and all this, and they have nothing. They have no process in place for people to do that.
No.
In the past, you've had like Radio America. You've had you planned for this. You set up ways for people to contact you. I mean, it's just a practical thing, and they haven't done that. I mean, so all this is crap saying, people should volunteer, should rise up, should contact us, should get immunity. They have no way for people to communicate that to them. So it's not real.
Yeah, who are they going to surrender to?
Right.
There's nobody on the ground.
And that's part of war.
He might put people on the ground.
Yeah, and that's why you have things like a functioning Radio America to give people information in the country that you're attacking. But we've got that idiot from Arizona, that woman who's just a TV anchor and right-wing nut, just dismantling Radio America. So that's not an option.
Well, I don't think they even have transports to get American citizens out. They're just like, hey, you need to leave.
Yep.
It's like, okay, well, all the airports and all of everything is shut down, so they can't get out. So you're going to have to send U.S. military transports to get them out. And
Hey,
that's Rubio.
Mud Butters. I couldn't remember the name of it. You're right. That was it. That's the Pizzagate. I've been there, I think, just one time, but I have been there once.
And there is no basement.
But it's right next to Pen and Quill or something. It's right next to a pen store. Pen and Quill.
Yeah.
It was one of our customers.
Fact check me on that, Mud Butters. Am I right that Comet Pizza has no basement? Is that right?
Politics and Prose bookstore, it says.
Yeah,
Politics and Prose. Yeah, they were one of our customers, and I was like, wow.
I like that even our commentators are starting to get to know each other.
You all can just talk amongst yourselves. All right.
Oh, and now we're up to 6 soldiers dead.
Well, I think even more, isn't it? Is it 6? I was thinking.
I heard 6.
Okay.
But maybe there's more. All I know is that they were 2 of them were friendly fire from Kuwaitis.
Yeah. Well, three planes got shot. I mean, the pilots were okay, I guess, but three military jets got shot down by friendly fire from Kuwait.
Huh.
So that's $100 million that could have gone to food and education.
Yeah.
And it's 780 Iranis.
Before we close out the hour here, let's see. We've got 760. 760 souls saved today.
Oh,
they're out voting today, Craig. They're out at the voting booth.
I'll take 760. That's a pretty good size. And I forgot to do Pat D's cartoon of the day. This was interesting. Did y'all see the story about this cartoonist? He's actually a graphic.
Banksy's wonderful.
Yeah,
I've never heard of him. That's what I love about trails. But y'all are always finding stuff I never heard of. It's so interesting.
Banksy's been around forever.
Well, not in my head. He just got into my head today for the first time. He's a street artist, political activist, and film director. Huh. Anyway, this is the one he had, and from what she said, he goes out and he puts this stuff on walls and stuff, and then he used to sell the pictures, and now sometimes they tear out the wall and put it in a museum. Is that all right? That's wild. That's wild.
Yeah, he's become so famous that they don't paint over him anymore. They try and save what he puts up.
That's really cool. Oh, here, listen, Mudbutters. We had a similar graffiti guy in DC. He went by Borf. Oh, really? All right.
But look up some of the Banksy paintings. Particularly the little girl with the balloon. I just love her.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really? Oh, I'll put something together on that then. Blue's back again.
Oh, and for my blog today, I went completely off political and did the barrack room ballads and the road to Mandalay.
Oh,
nice.
Well, I'm
For all of you on why you're against.
I'm actually going to take us out with Marjorie.
All right. Well, I'm going to have fun hunting glasses because this morning I ran over my glasses.
Oh no!
And so now, if you were voting, I'm going to put you on the spot, Blue. If you were still in Texas and voting, who would you vote for today in the Democrat primary?
Oh, Tallarico.
You would. Oh, okay.
Yep, absolutely.
So you're with Winnie. You and Winnie.
Yep.
Oh, sure.
Oh, that's interesting. Bringing the Book of Mormon to the Kennedy Center.
That would be interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do like that idea.
Oh, Mudbutters. That is a good idea. Did you see I played Philip Glass yesterday at the end of the show? Because he caught my attention because he refused to let them play one of his. I guess they were scheduled to play one of his compositions at Kennedy Center, and he withdrew their permission, and so Philip Glass is on board for that.
And you're right, Harry. I have to agree with that comment.
Yeah, what does Harry say? I understand as a former military, what must be overcome is that all were duped and died. Well, that kind of leads into my closing remarks here for Marjorie Taylor Greene, because she was one of those duped.
Yep.
Anybody got any unfinished business before we go? We've done our hour. We're done.
No, not at all.
Have a good one.
Here comes a little Marjorie then, and getting off the reservation
for Israel. And what does Lindsey Graham do to go out there and quell anybody's concerns that that's what we're doing?
Megyn Kelly.
He just keeps doubling down and doubling down. And now he's mentioning Cuba. Hold on. Do we have that? Yes. Here he is on FNC Sunday night. This is SOT 16.
Is President Trump finished the job that President Reagan failed to do? I am a big admirer of Ronald Reagan, but I'm here to tell you that Donald Trump, in my opinion, is the gold standard for Republicans, maybe any president, and when it comes to foreign policy. Maduro, everybody talked about him. Well, Donald Trump's got him in jail. Cuba's next. They're going to fall. This communist dictatorship in Cuba, their days are numbered. The Iranian regime, the mothership of international terrorism, is about to collapse. The captain of the ship, the Ayatollah, is stone cold dead.
Cuba's next. They're going to fall. This is after Trump on Friday. We played this bite on our show on Friday, saying maybe we'll have a friendly takeover of Cuba, which we don't know what that means.
And then finally, we had what Mudbutters? You got something else to say there? Let's see what look at guy's hair. He looks like he's ready for the new. Anyway, I'm going to wind up really and truly wind up with the final Marjorie Taylor Greene here.
Well, thank you so much for having me, Megyn. And I completely agree with everything you said in your intro. I'd also like to point out that X is saturated in bots as well, and paid social media influencers who just echo whatever their money tells them to say, the money that they're getting paid for. And so I think that just like our media has been nothing but propaganda for as long as you and I can remember, I think social media has turned into the same thing. What I do know is most Americans, and it's being proved in polling that's coming out, most Americans are completely against this war because, like you said, the president has made no case for it. We live our ordinary lives and we don't feel threatened by Iran. We don't walk around thinking that in any moment an Iranian ballistic missile is going to land on our head. We don't. Here's what Americans, and I want to read off this list. This is what Americans are focused on. 72% of Americans can't afford health insurance. 58% of Americans can't afford car insurance. 67% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. 31% of Americans can't afford their back taxes. 50% of Americans are in credit card debt, massive credit card debt. That's where we are in America. And I campaigned with the president. As a matter of fact, I was one of the only Republicans that was out there for Donald Trump when the rest of the neocons, by the way, that are just cheering him on now, had abandoned him and were trying to beat him in a primary and stop him from being president again. I was out there on the front lines for Make America Great Again. And Make America Great Again was supposed to be America first, not Israel first, not any foreign country first, not any foreign people first, but the American people first in our problems. And God bless the Iranian people. I hope to God that they can have a government that is for them and that treats women fairly. But what we have seen happen right now is we have seen over 100 little girls killed at a school from a bomb. And I don't know whose bomb it was, but they're dead today because America and Israel attacked Iran. So that's not really good for Iranian women. And our president is saying that the Iranian people are all of a sudden going to topple their regime. Well, I don't think the Iranian people are going to be toppling their regime when they're getting blown apart by the United States and Israel in an unprovoked attack. And yes, it was unprovoked. And Pete Hegseth said this morning, Megyn, he said that we didn't start this war. But I hate to argue with the Secretary of the Department of War. America and Israel definitely started this war, and you can't lie that away to the American people.